Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and descendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aquarius, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the Hierophant card. But before that, don't forget your May 2021 Taroscope is up and at 'em if you haven't seen it yet. So with the Hierophant card, right? So another sign got this and I can't remember which one it was. And what I said to them was, this week, an unstoppable force is likely to meet an immovable object, right? So in some way, shape or form, there might be something that you can't circumnavigate. Now, Aquarius is known to be quite clever, quite intelligent, very nimble of mind, always able to find like a different solution or to duck and dive, as it were, certainly on the mental and professional levels. And one of the things that I will say to you is this week you might not be able to do that. You might just have to meet something head on. It may require you just to stand still and face whatever it is that comes up. This could be something to do with your home life. It could be something to do with your work, your career or your profession. I don't know why, but I get this sense that this week something about you is going to something about you is either going to be revealed or divulged, and it won't be by you. All right, so this could be, it might be, I'm sorry to say, and I touch wood and I hope that I'm wrong because obviously I'm an Aquarius as well. But this week somebody might try to come for you. Somebody, you know, it could be in the comment section. It could be, in everyday sort of life. It could be online. Like, this would be a week for you to be very cautious of what you say and what energy you put out into the world, but just be on the lookout. Like, someone might try to ruffle your feathers this week or stir you up in some way, shape or form. Don't let them do it. For your actions and options this week, you have the Page of Cups. This would be a week to get to grips with what you really feel. This would be a week where paying attention to what it is that you are really about at this moment in time, what your true needs are. This would be a really good week for you to do some self-analysis, some self-analyzation. And the reason I say this is the more you know yourself, the more unfuckwithable you are, right? So this is the week where you really need to be 100% on your A game on an internal level. Forget how you look, forget what you own, forget what your car is, all of that sort of stuff. This is a week where you need to be solid, Aquarius, in yourself on that internal level before you even think about doing anything or any other else. Now, what this also tells me, when it comes to your personal projects, when it comes to your ideas, this could be a powerful week for that. And it may be that this week you seek some assistance. You may be that this week you kind of say, actually, you know what, I've got all these plans, I've got things that I want to do, but I can't do it all on my own. This is a good week for you to come to that conclusion, right? This is a good week. And the thing is, the more sure and confident you are in yourself, the easier it is to find people that you work with well, right? And the reason being is because you're already strong on your own. You're just adding a bonus to what you already do or what you're already good at. I guess one of the things that I'm trying to say in a really long-winded way is you need to come from the viewpoint of yes and what else, right? So you already know what you're bringing to the table. That part is not in question, but you need to ask and vet anyone or anything that you're going to be bringing into your sphere. What are you adding to the table? I know what I bring. I know what I'm putting up front. What are you bringing? That's going to be the important part here. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Knight of Cups. It looks like there's a solid offer here, right? I really like this. I mean, you've got this double hit of this sort of court card cups energy, right? So it looks like there's a really solid offer when it comes to work, when it comes to a collaboration. This week there could be some sort of revision as well of something. So maybe you're going back over something, you're coming into a new understanding of things. Very, very possible. What I like most about the Knight of Cups as well it very often says that whatever is presented comes from a place of purity and integrity, right? And it's here with the Hierophant card. So one of the things that I will say to you, whatever is brought to your attention this week, don't shoot the messenger. Look at the source of that information, right? So if someone says, oh, you know, by the way, so and so said this about you, don't look at that person. Just say to them, where did you get this information? That's what you want to be looking at, right? So, but outside of that, when it comes to the work or the professional sphere, the Knight of Cups, really nice card. For your for those of you that work for someone else, this could literally be your boss saying, right, okay, you know what, this is what we want to do with you, this is where we want to push you, this is where we want to take you. Are you interested? Are you prepared? Now, unfortunately, I do have to say that while this opportunity is coming forward, it does look like they are going to try to not off-foot you, but it's almost like we need to vet you. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're offering you this, but we need to make sure that you're about it. Are you going to show up? When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is great. But again, it's going to see, like, anyone that you try to work with or collaborate with this week, it's not just you vetting them, they're going to be vetting you as well. This could be an intense week for conversation, but it could be a week where some truly wonderful opportunities show up for you, for your sorry, for those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason. This could literally be, maybe you are, you know, deciding to do something for a local charity. Maybe you're deciding to do something for a local school or a local hospital. Maybe because of your expertise, you know, and the people that you know, maybe somebody puts you forward and says, look, actually, you know what, this person would be great as a volunteer for this. Like, it's about, I think this week you're going to have to figure out not only what your skill set is, but it's going to be about being confident enough in that skill set to do what, you know, to do what's kind of being offered to you. When it comes to your money and materials, you have the Page of Swords. So 2 pages here. 2 pages represents the energy of disquiet, right? So it is just going to be a very busy week when it comes to the communications, when it comes to information going back and forth. There's going to be a lot shared, and like I said, maybe not all of it is going to be easy. It may be as well, you know, even if it's not, you know, necessarily somebody slandering your name or whatever, maybe this is an opportunity that comes really suddenly out of the blue that you don't really have enough time to think about. It's kind of like going to be a knee-jerk reaction where you just say, yeah, okay, I'll do it, or no, I don't want to do that. And then when you've got a moment to think, you might be like, oh, actually, you know what, I'm not sure. Just be aware of that this week you might have to pivot really quickly, and it may be that there is a lot of information that you have to sift through and wade through. For your money and materials specifically, your Page of Swords can suggest an interview. It can suggest an offer or an invite of some sort, or even a meeting. So it looks like you'll be having very serious, possibly big conversations about money, about finances, about resources this week. Very interesting. For your physical health and vitality, look after your hands, your fingers and your arms, specifically this whole sort of area. And then when it comes to your home and environment, the Page of Swords is never an easy card when it comes to home or communications, because it can be something really beneficial, but it could just as easily be something quite sort of, you know, it can be friction and irritability. And because you've got these two pages sort of right on top of each other, it does suggest that the home is not going to be a place of quiet this week, which, you know, I know for a lot of Aquarius people it is a requirement, you know, so it's going to be an interesting week for sure. And then for your love and relations, you have the Four of Pentacles. For those of you that are married or in partnerships, this could be you forging new plans or really looking at the current plans. For some of you, this could be challenges around things that you're doing on the home or works that you're doing on the home. It will see you just being very honest and very frank about what isn't working. When it comes to those of you that are single, I mean, this week, if I'm honest, you're more about everything else than you are about love. But the Four of Pentacles suggests that you are ready for something serious. You're just kind of like at a loss as to how it's going to happen or where it's going to come from. With that said, interesting week. Let me know in the comments. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you soon.